Hello again, this is BGFH here, and this is part 2 of my Castle and Castle Village tour. And so let's keep moving. So here we just left our cave system here. I'll take you through my warehouse and my farming districts over there. And we got one more farm to view here. This is my first attempt that I did to make a farm. Got a few like melons and pumpkins right here, and then we got little steps up to our wheat field and a simple little farmhouse. So this was, like I said, my first farm that I built. Nothing fancy, just a little one-story house here. And we'll head into the village now. And we'll save the castle last because that's kind of the the main focus point, or the main cool part of the area. So here we've got my kind of little market square outside of the castle. Again, people can buy and sell goods and trade and stuff like that here. Not too shabby, just a bunch of little simple stalls. And we got a little town square here. And that was going to be a little statue up there, but I never really got it finished, and a friend of mine kind of made it into a little J there. So I thought it was kind of amusing, and I'll probably just keep it that way because it kind of works. So that's my little fountain in the town square. And we'll get to that in a little bit. I'll tell you what that is shortly. And we will enter. These are a couple of just a little bit more fancy shops rather than just stalls. You get a couple shops that sell, you get a couple enclosed shops here. Didn't mean that. But this one, again, like I said in the earlier video, I just, made carbon copies of things and, put a couple in a row there. These are villagers that they just actually put into the game not all that long ago. And so they all pretty much look the same. There's little differences here and there, but basically it's just to kind of make, your world feel a little bit more realistic. We got dudes walking around and stuff. So those are the villages, or those are the shops, I should say. And actually, before I go any further, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the sound a little bit more, especially the sound effects, just because I like the sound effects, but as you see when we get into the castle, I went a little, once the villagers got added, I went a little bit crazy and put a few too many villagers in, and so as you're walking, you just hear because the villagers are walking around, they're getting stuck in the, kind of congregating all around the doors and stuff, and it gets obnoxious after a while. So I will turn that down and spare you some of that until I get that fixed. This is my inn, my village inn and bar. Got a little jukebox in the corner, little tables and booths there, and got our bar, of course, gotta have a bar. Go upstairs, and we just got a few simple rooms. Nothing fancy, just a bed, some drink, and maybe some food. But that is my village inn. So yeah, I mean, when I first started playing Minecraft, I just started playing with it and figuring out what I could do, messed around in the cave a little bit, and when I started to really start wanting to do my first real project, I kind of looked at what was available, and I'm like, this looks kind of has this medieval look to it, it's all stylized and that, but I thought the look was really cool, and I thought, I really wanted to build a castle. So I started with the castle there, and once I did that, I got that going, and then I had a nice plot of land all around here, and I'm like, well, let's make that into a, give it a little village. And then it just got bigger and bigger, and got a farmstead, got a, dock area, and it just got crazy. So that's kind of what I've been, playing with off and on for the past, while. So here is some of the bigger houses near the castle. As you get further away from the castle, the houses kind of get smaller. You know, the further away you get little smaller buildings and huts and things. Go upstairs. Got a pretty nice upstairs here. Bedroom there. Master bedroom here. And these houses even have an attic that has nothing in it currently, but got an attic. And we'll go back downstairs. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy just to see how, you know, how things have changed, just with my project in general, and just even the game. Like I said, when I first started playing, they were actually in alpha state. So I mean, the game wasn't even actually technically released. The developers really started letting people play in alpha and beta stages, and you know, they would kind of help report bugs and request features and just kind of make the game what it is. So this building here and this one here, I'm not going to go into this one because these, like I said, I used just a kind of a carbon copy. You know, I built this one, I liked it, and I just made the same floor plan here. And again, a lot of these buildings right in the middle, I'll take you into one or two of them, but again, like for these, what, 6 buildings here, I think they're all just kind of mirrored copies of each other. Different floor plans that I chose, or that I figured out and built. But yeah, I mean, so, you know, I've learned a lot. You know, I mean, the game has come a long way from when it first started. And even what I build on my project, like I said, you can build, if you go look up Minecraft, I'm just using a lot of the static bricks, you know, or blocks. You know, there's redstone where you can literally, you know, like make circuits and things. There's pistons, and you can make just all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, you know, people have made like logic circuits and secret passage, or like secret moving passages and minecart levels, and just, it's really kind of amazing that, you know, the game looks fairly simple. Like I said, it's a simple stylized look, and you would kind of maybe dismiss it as, okay, whatever, but the more you get into it, it's really pretty amazing what they've done with it. So, you know, again, as I'm going through my village here, I really, you know, being legally blind myself, I really didn't have much of a problem playing the game. There are a few areas, like I said, I did mention like the sandstone and a couple of other things in the inventory that I occasionally do have trouble with. But especially when we get to the castle, I'll show you a couple of other things where people may have trouble in certain building situations. Let's go this way. So again, these are a little bit smaller houses. They're a little bit further away off to the side. Got a nice little, oh, this one's got a nice little high roof here. Another little simple house. So again, we've got a couple here. So that's about it for the village. Oh, yeah, here we go. This building, to be honest with you, I'm not sure really what it is at this point. It was just another building that I had kind of started in the corner, and then my friend Chris, who works on the server with me, he decided to turn it into this crazy greenhouse-esque thing, as he calls it. And we used to have water all the way around here, so it kind of, at one point it was like a little fishing shack, and then when the map got changed, it's not water anymore, and so now it's just this weird looking crazy greenery thing. That, yeah, it's definitely interesting, and I'll just kind of leave it there because it's kind of interesting. And here's our last little floor plan. These are just houses that are really small. They're further away from the castle itself. Pretty simple. And before I go to the castle, I'm going to take you on a little tour of my little desert town. And before we do that here, actually, this is a portal. And in Minecraft, you can go to a place that's actually called the Nether. And what it is essentially is that you can you build a portal and then you build a portal elsewhere in the world, and they kind of link up. But the nice thing is that when you generate a world, it's huge. So if you want to, like, let's say you've got some nice grasslands over here and you want to get over to a snowy area, so you can build like a snow town or some kind of a structure there, or like a swamp, or whatever kind of biome you want. It takes forever to get there. So you can go to the Nether, and you can also get some extra, different types of resources in there, but more importantly, you can travel more quickly. So I'll go in the Nether, and I think it's like an 8-to-1 ratio or something like that. So every, 1 block in the Nether is like 8 out here. So I can get around a lot quicker. I'm not going to go to the Nether because I'm not sure that it currently works in the server. I don't remember, but I'm not going to find out at the moment. It was working a while ago, but that's one of the things, because of how the game works, that it breaks from time to time, and so I'm not currently sure if it does work. And this is just, this was kind of meant to be, I just wanted to do something different, take a little break from my regular village and stuff. So I started out building like this weird little tribal area, and then it ended up being this weird kind of cactus farm tribal village thing. So this is like a little churchy thing here, little simple temple or whatever, and a whole bunch of cacti. And this is my little desert oasis village. I'll take you into a couple of these huts. Again, they are pretty similar. I found a couple patterns that work and kind of went with it. Here we go. Got another one here. Oh, hey dude. How's it going? Shut that. I'll take you in. I'll go in this tower here. This is kind of a guard, little bit of a guard tower kind of deal. So you got some beds here for the watchmen. A couple more beds and chests. And I will jump up there. There we go. Dude hanging out, guarding the village. Good man. So yeah, there's a little watchtower. We'll head back down. Oh, there's the exit. Okay, and I'll take you into the temple here, and then we'll wrap up this video by going up the tower over there. So this is just a little centralized big area house thing, maybe where the elder lives or something like that. And pretty much the same thing on this side as what you saw over there. I'm just going to speed things along a little bit and fly. Again, I have a bridge there because at one point this kind of right over here was water. It's not anymore, so yeah, whatever. But I'm going to take you up the tower the quick way. Inside, it's really nothing all that complicated. It's just basically a spiral staircase to get up here. And I just, for whatever reason, I wanted to build a, again, before creative mode, I wanted to build a tower so I could go out and look around at some of my work and just look at the landscape a little bit. And we got a little view of my my little sand village there, my castle town, and a whole bunch of cacti. And we'll walk over here. There's some nice land over there that I want to build on pretty soon, whenever I finish this and one of my other projects I'm currently working on. But I got some nice land over there that I'd like to do some stuff with. And I'll just show you this. See, like I said, all it is just stairs that go up and down. So there's really not much to this. So seeing as how I'm in creative mode and I won't get hurt. Whee! Whoops, missed the bridge. But that is my castle town, and oh, whoops, and I'm walking on the roofs. Cool. But that's my castle and my desert town. And when I get to the front of the castle here, I think we'll end this video. And the third and final part of the tour will be through the for my castle itself. And I just walked by this big old dude here. This is one of the newer additions to the game, along with the villagers. This is like a golem that, like, you know, if I was in survival mode, if I have so many villagers in an area, it will help protect them from like zombies and spiders and things like that. Pretty cool to watch, actually. So we'll head to the front of the castle and call this a video. If you like what you're seeing so far, let me know. If you have any suggestions, also just let me know. Like I said, this is really my first attempt at doing any kind of video, so again, I hope this all turns out well. And with that, stay tuned for part 3, the final part of the tour.